Ladies and gentlemen, welcome officially to the War of the Humble Companies. This is a new series I'm gonna be working on here on YouTube, also GameAnyone.com. This is from the series I have been working on the stream. War of the Humble Companies basically refers to classic games from companies that were important at the time, but probably didn't have the recognition that, for example, Capcom, Konami, Nintendo, or Sega got at the time. I'm gonna be playing games from companies such as Namco, Taito, Data East, Jalico, among others. I'm gonna be starting with arcade games for mostly, probably because they are the least known probably by you viewers in general. So that's why I'll try to introduce as many arcade games from these humble companies as possible, apart from Capcom vs Konami and Nintendo vs Sega eventually. I'm gonna be working on the three things at the same time, I think. So yeah, I want to play stuff, really old stuff like this game, Galaxian, for the arcade. I want to be playing stuff from the second half of the 80s and also from the 90s. In other words, I'm not following a chronological order like the one I have been following, for example, on Capcom vs Konami, and the one I plan on following for Nintendo vs Sega series. Remember, if you go to my streams, you probably have realized that I normally have been trying to follow a chronological order for this series. But in this case, in the case of the War of the Humble Companies that is starting now, I'll be playing a little bit of everything, combining years and stuff like that. So, well, here it is. As I said before, Galaxian for the arcade. This is from 1979. It's not even from the 80s. That was developed by Namco, obviously. There are a lot of Namco games from late 70s and beginning 80s that are worth checking out. Were classics. Definitely, like Galaxian, like the sequel of Galaxian, which is called Galaga, Pac-Man, obviously, Rally X, among others, going to be covering definitely for this series, to begin with, at least. So, let's take a look at Galaxian. And Galaga, remember, is the sequel of this game. So, what's the big difference between this game and Space Invaders? I think there are more than one difference. First of all, the color. I mean, I guess for the time, 1979, the color addition must have been like, man, extraordinary, revolutionary to say the least. Remember, Space Invaders was released a year before this game. I'll be playing Space Invaders next week, probably. Obviously, Space Invaders didn't have any color, just black and white. So the color addition must have been definitely something it's really impressive to say the least for the players of the time. I mean, not only because of the enemies, but also the background, these colorful stars. It's quite interesting for the time. I mean, nowadays it's a piece of shit, I know, but imagine, just imagine. And also another difference with Space Invaders, the enemies are moving the whole time pretty much. Moving towards your position. They don't move all together like Space Invaders, and well, the idea is to protect your area. And I got killed by the last one, I think, or did I destroy? I don't fucking remember, it happened 5 seconds ago. Anyway, this is the second loop. And yeah, the game has a bit more noises than Space Invaders, that's another difference. But yeah, speaking in a sort of serious way, the main difference is related to the colors and the enemy patterns, right? But obviously the genre for the time was like the only one everyone cared about. It's like FPSs nowadays, if you get the point. Holy shit! Oh. Let's see how many waves I can get in, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. I plan on playing like 15 minutes in total. This is a game that it's made to be played by in 15 minutes and that's it. No! The rapid fire is a lie. God damn it. There you are. Third wave. Oh shit. Well, speaking of Space Invaders, I don't know if you knew, Space Invaders 2, or actually it's called Space Invaders Part 2, was released precisely in 1979, a year after the first Space Invaders. They added color, but as you can see in this one, the colors are, you know, with a bit more detail, you know, colors for the feet or whatever, the legs of these enemies, the eyes. Space Invaders was basically all the enemies yellow, all the enemies red, or combining colors, but apparently Namco was a sort of pioneer in this. What the hell's that? Did I get a life or something? Well, anyways, I'm using infinite lives. It makes no difference. So yeah, I think Namco was in a certain way a company that caused a great sort of revolution in terms of video game graphics. I mean, if you remember Pac-Man and Rally X, both of them from 1980, imagine how old they are. Almost 30-year-old by now. Man, they have very good graphics and nice colors, and the music is not bad at all. I mean, the little music they have, right? Actually, music was almost non-existent back then. But some catchy sounds. So personally, I don't remember any other company that made such a progress in those early years of video gaming in general. Fucking shit. No! Piss. Die. Next. No, no! Oh.